Welcome, Cat!
I'm honored to have been invited to ride such a wonderful vessel, Madame Dublé.
We thank you on behalf of Scotland Yard for being so generous as to invite us all as well. Today is the maiden voyage of our friend's Fullhold's marvelous ship. He said that he wanted it to be as lively as possible.
We're off!
Oh.
回る運命の輪のもとに祝福の天使は舞い降りる高く掲げた眉の中から光の天使は今生まれくる船の鼓動を聞きながらささやき
This is a popular sailor song called The Goddess of the Thames. I remember hearing it when I was a child. I was kidnapped by pirates. It's a lovely song, fit for an elegant cruise.
This song isn't the only thing that's lovely, you know.
You flatter me.
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow! That golden statue is enormous.
It's made out of 100% pure gold, too. How much does that thing cost? Thank you for taking the time to join me on this wonderful ship's maiden voyage. I am the ship's owner, Fullhold. This is our captain, Reynard.
Welcome, everybody. The ship will be going into commission to traverse the upper and lower streams to the Thames. But today it's maiden voyage. We'll be taking a special trip out to the sea, and we'll be able to see an amazing view. I hope y'all will enjoy it.
Woo, yeah, he's really interesting. Now, this is sudden, but until the main dish is prepared, let us partake in a little game. A game? Of course, I have prepared a prize. The prize is the right to bid on this goddess statue.
The right to bid? You mean you won't win the statue itself?
You don't understand, just being able to bid on it is something in itself.
You don't get a chance to bid on an item like this. Of the various goddess statues, this one, which is called the Goddess of Modesty, is a masterpiece among masterpieces.
Starting now, I will have you all search for the angel statues hidden around the ship.
Angels.
I worked together with the sailors and hid 3 angel statues. In other words, 3 of you can be given the right to bid on the statue. Now we will give you a hint. There are no angel statues located in this hall.
Do you all understand? Now then, let the games begin!
I'll be the one who gets the right to bid.
No, it'll be me.
Sorry, but I'll be the one to take it for sure. As for the reason why... The mystery is history.
What? That was faster than a New York minute. Is it really going to be in a place like this, Cat?
Found it! That's 1 angel statue down.
Wow, you really figured it out.
It could always be a fluke, you know. The 3 hidden angel statues. The song from earlier told me where they were hidden. The song? You mean that folk song called The Goddess of the Thames? That's right! Mr. Reynard hid the 3 statues in places that imitated places alluded to the sailors' folk song, The Goddess of the Thames. The base of the spinning wheel of fate mentioned in the lyrics meant below the roulette wheel in the casino room. And the cocoon hoisted above meant inside of something round like a cocoon that was placed high up.
Oh, I get it.
Furthermore, listening to the sounds of the ship, the whispering angel turns the rudder. That means... The heart of a ship is its boiler room, and the part of the ship that turns the rudder is the wheelhouse. This part of the lyrics is about the whispering tool that connects those 2 rooms, the voice pipe.
Oh, that's a tool that lets you talk to people in the rooms and far away.
So the angel statue must be inside of it.
I'm amazed you found one so quickly. No wonder you're a detective.
What was that voice?
That came from the hole. The goddess of modesty. He's gone. She's gone. What is the meaning of this? That thing was gigantic. What happened here?
The goddess's statue has been stolen from right beneath our noses. Sounds like this time we'll be looking for the goddess statue instead of angels then.
Well, I'm going to contact the head office as soon as possible.
Alright.
In order to prevent interference with the investigation, I'm going to need you all to return to your rooms, probably. I don't know. We left the hall for about 15 minutes. Then, during that time, no one was here. The goddess statue weighs 4 tons. How could it have been taken away?
Please take a look at this crane. The culprit must have used this crane to take the statue away.
But for safety reasons, the crane can't be moved unless it's turned on from the boiler room and unlocked with the captain's key.
But the captain was with us when it happened, right?
I've got it. The culprit must have come on a separate ship, stole the goddess statue with that ship's crane, and then run. Who on earth could have done it? I have no idea.
Mr. Fullhold, do you have any ideas? For example, your company appears to have a monopoly over the ship business.
It is true, many companies have gone out of business due to my company's expansion. I've also dismissed many sailors, putting older ships that I don't like out of commission. You think that the statue was stolen because of a related grudge? Where are you going? Answer my question!
Miss Layton? What's that? Oh, it's the second angel statue.
That's an odd place for it to be.
If this were following the lyrics about the cocoon, this should have been on top of that tree.
I'm Boiler. I'm in charge of the boiler room.
Pardon me, may I ask you a question? Which pipe is the one that connects the boiler room and the wheelhouse?
The voice pipe connected to the wheelhouse would be this one.
Miss Layton, do you think that means that the last angel statue is in there? That's right! What? What is this all about, Cat? Well, it seems that my deduction was wrong. What? You were wrong?
Hey, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep in here.
This is strange.
Did you find any leads?
Don't worry, I'm Scotland Yard's #1 analyst. I'll figure this case out no matter what.
Please do. The ship will be making an emergency return to port.
According to Inspector Hastings' deduction, another ship approached this one and brought the goddess statue onto theirs. At the time of the incident, did a suspicious ship happen to pass by?
At the time, the one who was at the wheel was in my steed.
That would be me. But I didn't see any suspicious ships.
I see. That aside, do all the crew members of this ship love their captain?
Yeah, I guess. The captain taught me the basics of being a sailor.
My crew may be suspects in your eyes, but I have faith in them.
Oh, that's so cool! The bond between sailors, how illicit! Captain, there is one thing I'm curious about.
What is it?
That locket around your neck. I thought it was rare for a tough man of the sea like yourself to be in possession of such an accessory.
You mean this?
Who is that a photo of?
That's my wife, Liz. She passed on a few years ago.
I thought her name was Brandy. Isn't she a fine girl? I see.
I was actually the captain of a much bigger ship before. Unfortunately, my wife is blocking the picture, but it was a beautiful passenger ship called the Grand Elizabeth. Because of a recession, we got less customers and we couldn't sail the ship any longer. Then the ship company we belonged to went bankrupt. The ship was sold off and I ended up losing my job.
Oh, the ship you had memories with your wife with.
But then Mr. Fullhold saved me. He really is mercilessly ambitious, but to have hired me and my subordinates, he has a big heart.
So that's how it was.
Don't tell me. Didn't we do this already?
The mystery is history again!
What?
Again? This case was just like a marmalade jam. Its bitter, sweet, and sour flavors all worked together to release one burst of deliciousness.
That's an awfully roundabout way of saying it sucked.
Ernest, call everyone to the hall, right away! You seem rather confident about this. Everyone, Miss Layton has solved the mystery of the stolen goddess statue. Did you all get it too? Then let's get things in order. These are the important points. How do you think Miss Layton solved the mystery with just these hints? Now then, the conclusion comes right after this.
Did you really figure out who the culprit is? Where is the goddess statue then?
Now allow me to explain the story behind the culprit's plot to keep the goddess's smile for himself. In short, the goddess's statue is currently at the bottom of the sea.
Huh? At the bottom of the sea?
There was only one way to bring the 4-ton statue to land. Submerge the statue and pull it with the boat. We'll lead you to that conclusion. Please take a moment to recall the round decoration that was supposed to be on the top of the tree. The decoration that fell into the deck, right? Why do you think that decoration fell all the way to the wall? That actually happened because the ship was tilting so slightly that we didn't even notice. That fact in itself proves the ship was tilting because it was pulling the goddess's statue's weight. Additionally, the culprit thought to collect the golden statue after the party ended. There's only one person capable of doing so, and that would be you, Captain Reynard!
Don't tell me you.
You tried to keep the miniskirt goddess's sexy legs all to yourself. That is unforgivable conduct. Let me make myself clear. You're a sexual harassing fiend at sea! But how would Captain Reynard have submerged the goddess's statue? Well, first, there's the key that only he can have, but he gave it to his first mate in advance. So in other words, his crew were his accomplices. Then, in order to get us all out of the hall where the statue is, the captain said this.
There are no angel statues located in the hall.
Believing his words, the passengers left the hall to look for the statues. Then the sailor in charge of the deck, having seen that everyone had left, he immediately contacted the boiler room to have them turn on the crane's power. However, at that point, an unexpected miscalculation happened. The #1 detective in London solved the song's mystery and found the first angel statue faster than expected.
You're not supposed to praise yourself like
A
that.
choice had to be made between continuing the operation as planned or putting it to a halt. The sailor watching it was thrown into a panic. Then Mr. Boiler in the boiler room was given an unexpected message to power up the crane as fast as possible.
Can you do it?
It'll be fine!
Oh, goddess of the Thames, watch over us.
Because of that, this angel statue, originally placed in the voice pipe connecting the boiler room and the wheelhouse, had to be taken out. So that's why your deduction was off. Then the sailors worked together and submerged the goddess's statue in a rush.
But why did they think to steal the statue on the day of the maiden voyage with a bunch of passengers abound?
This day was the perfect day to do it. The ship was made to travel on the Thames. However, because today was its maiden voyage, it was allowed to take a special trip out to sea. Far out, where no one would be able to see them submerge the statue, you see.
So you saw through it all.
You use your amazing deductive abilities for a case like this.
It's unfortunate.
It's basically decided that tomorrow the papers are going to say arrested greedy sailors who love gold more than the sea.
No, I said it was the sexy legs. You're mistaken, Mr. Bonan. The sailors needed money because they loved the sea so much.
What do you mean?
Captain Reynard was originally the captain of the greatest luxury passenger ship, the Grand Elizabeth. Due to an unexpected turn of events that put them into financial trouble, the company that owned the Grand Elizabeth sold the ship, and all the sailors who worked on board had to be let go. You wanted to bring the Grand Elizabeth back at any cost, didn't you? You dedicated your youth to that ship, and it's filled with many memories you shared with your late wife, Randy.
That's right. To my wife and me, that ship was special.
She's indeed a fine girl. What a good wife she would be.
I met my wife when I was just starting out as a sailor.
Mr. Sailor, could you tell me which way the guest rooms are?
I'll take you there.
Thank you.
Oops. Thank goodness for me. Your important trip was about to get ruined.
Thank you.
That encounter that brought us together led us to make a vow to each other about our future. A little more naturally, Liz.
Like this?
Yeah, like that. One day I'll become the captain of this ship and take its wheel. So I want you to take the wheel too. The wheel of a long voyage, my life.
Oh, how cheesy. Of course. Congratulations, Reynard.
Thank you. It's thanks to you that I was able to become captain of this mighty ship. Then I left my wife on land and spent a long time out at sea. But 20 years later,
When I'm riding on this ship, I remember the day we met. Why do we sleep in separate beds?
I reserved the best guest room for you. Rest well.
Did you prepare the great cruise because I didn't have much time left?
That's not it, Liz. Hold on.
I'm happy that I could travel on this ship again in the end. Thank you, Reynard.
Oopsie. My wife wouldn't be happy if I got the ship back like this. I knew that. But I wanted to get it back no matter what.
Listen, Renard, listen well.
The steam whistle is... Don't tell me. The Grand Elizabeth? Why is it here?
The Grand Elizabeth hopped brokers for a while and is now my company is in possession of it.
Really? But didn't you say you weren't interested in large older ships?
I did. I'm not interested in beat up ships. That won't bring money in. But the Grand Elizabeth, she's different. It is amazing, a ship that raised up brilliant sailors. I'm sure it will raise even more sailors that will be able to support my company.
Mr. Fullhold?
I want you to be the captain of the remodeled Grand Elizabeth after you've atoned for your wrongdoings. The one who can handle the ship best is none other than you.
I love you, Mr. Fullhold. Thank you for doing this after all I've done.
Captain Reynard, we're almost to the port. Carry out your final duties and then I will escort you to jail.
Everyone, we will soon arrive at the port, and I shall be going to jail.
Mr. Fullhold!
Oh, if it isn't Kat, thank you for your help.
It looks like the modifications on the Grand Elizabeth are going quickly.
Yes, I went ahead and used that suggestion you gave me back then.
What? Really? I'm honored.
Thanks to you, my new business. It seems like it will succeed. You see. See you.
What kind of suggestions did you make? Please don't dispose of that goddess statue. What about carving its face into a more modern one to make it into the new symbol of the reborn Grand Elizabeth? I am very beautiful, after all. That's the advice I gave him, to make the statue look like Captain Reynard's dead wife. I see, so Captain Reynard will be able to sail the 7 seas with his long-dead wife. Then they took the gold shavings from her face to make her skirt longer. They styled her more like an English lady.
I don't like it.
It looks like she's smiling. The truth is always stranger than fiction. Cat's mini corner. Miniskirts are said to have started appearing because of a group of girls in Chelsea, London. They're a normal part of fashion now, but back then they were worn to go against adults who said that women were supposed to cover up.